Counter-Strike plus Malphite ult onto multiple people could be massive. But in this draft, you really only need to hit the Lucian. That's the main target. That is the main goal here. And T1 have all of the tools.
All right, Ona going to get discovered here by Raptor. That's kind of what Raptor has really liked here, is Kellen taking way too much damage towards the bottom lane, lit on fire, and the flash over the mega fire kick is kind of crazy from FaZe. Diablo still able to offer damage back, but they do get all of the summoners out of Kellen.
Yeah, this can backfire because Diablo has both sums, and it's a 3v3 now here in the jungle.
Rock. See? Told you wanted to eat the Rock as FaZe.
Yeah.
He just gets flashed on because his flash was down.
That was not a favorable
looking
trade.
for another one, but it's going to let Carrier live for the moment.
He is absolutely having the series of his life, and they're drafting for him too in this one. Like, you know, this is BNK saying, we trust this guy, he's young, he's not that experienced just yet, hasn't played too many big best of fives like this. But we know that he is just not going to get nervous, he's not going to choke, he's going to perform.
And so BNK, they will get some advanced warning of the Rock moving over. Kellen spots him, there is the flash, but they catch the dash, there's the hook from Carrier, and Diablo, he survives for a long time, but will be taken out. There's the T1 answer.
Yeah, no flash for Diablo after the previous play.
Faker is doing a lot of work though, as we can see here. He may have actually just lost a cannon as Diablo, he's angry. Gonna throw out that culling, gives Carrier a bit of a back massage.
Pretty difficult to dive here.
Overgrowth going to be taken down. Here's the gate to come on through as Vikla right underneath the turret will get knocked up as FaZe is going to be the target, but he takes a long time to kill. Raptor just tanks it up, and he will be A-OK. Wildcard's not enough to take down Carrier, and the Rock is moving in. Faker there as well. Walks over control vision as Diablo is still trying to get more kills. As Faker goes between worlds, but immediately he's CC'd. Carrier gets the Titan's Wrath as there's the ulti from Ona, but the flash out from Diablo's fantastic. Still, he's gonna go down, and down goes the troll as well. T1, they are looking for some silver scrapes, and if they keep playing like this, they may find him.
And setting up every single objective before this Yunara becomes a bigger threat later on. You know, Cole is running here for Pays.
Oh, Vikla goes back and completes some items here at the same time. Faker looks to try and grab that plate, but I don't think he's going to be able to do so as Diablo's dashing in. Hook is not going to connect there as the fire kick comes down.
Does have his quest completed, so the penalty not going to apply that Ox was talking about before, and they're going to try to kill Doran and take this turret off the map. Pays cannot impact this at all.
Yep, Nara is just going to be thrown out for fun there from Clear, and I don't think Doran is going to be able to do much of anything at all. There's the culling. That's going to take him down, and now they're looking for the turret here as well. That'll be first turret blood if they're able to get there, and you can see Pays is so far away.
Starting to feel like Funnolution in this one as they send him to the top lane. He picks up another kill. He picks up the first turret of the game, and Pays, meanwhile, isn't getting anywhere near as much on the other side.
Well, that is going to be Vikla going down to half health as T1 throws the kitchen sink at him.
Diablo can flash it and kill him, or sometimes just get hit by the ultimate and then shoot him and kill him as well.
Oh no. There's the house,
Faker.
And the Nara's going to hit this time around. I think Clear could have done that by himself, as now Pays taking so much damage here from Diablo. Speaking of which, they're going to have to.
They can't do anything here. I mean, at least they're getting the cross on the Jax on the top side, but it's being matched by Nar bottom side, so it's going to be a 2-for-1 in turrets. They already got the top side turret with the roam up from Diablo. And so this is a big trade up again for BNK. The macro really good off of just a pick onto that Aurora. Faker's Aurora now 1 and 2 in this game. Library.
Yes. And we've heard that before. It has happened. I think a lot of us remember Busan for that MSI.
BNK are like, yeah, Dragon's up. Don't care about that. It's Ocean Dragon. I already got the 2 real ones. I'm going to drop my Herald on your top inner and maybe even going to crash on your inhibitor turret.
Oh my goodness. That's going to be a charge onto the inhib. Mess in the top lane. As Raptor moves in, Carrier is there with Pays, but the hook is going to go wide. Fire kick comes on through as well, but it is Raptor taking a lot of damage. Now the subjugate comes on through and they turn onto Vikla. He goes between worlds, getting comboed down and will be taken out. It takes a while, but he eventually does go down as now Doran gets into the mix. Raptor looking a little worse for wear, but stays alive for the moment, and now the pillar is in. There's the counter-strike. They land on top of Kellen, but he is not the primary target, and Clear getting into that backline. Down goes Pays, and without the the Inara. There is so much damage missing, and now it's Diablo's turn as he flashes out of the counter-strike, and Faker is going to get mopped up as well. It should be a triple as he dashes after Faker to pick it up.
And I think BNK
cannot be stopped.
I think they might have just punched their ticket, Atlas. Unreal! No one predicting this team to win it. No one predicting this would go even 5 in T1's win. And we're on.
T1 are going to be forced to back away. Crystalline Overgrowth goes pop, and BNK look to try and take down this inner turret as well. Once again, we have bounties on the map. And we were talking about backs against the wall. T1 are in the wall.
Yeah, they're looking like Han Solo and Carbonite right now.
It's either that or it's Homer Simpson, like inside the hedge for BNK. 3 items on Vikla. They're all very important. Those gold cards can hit from a really long way away, and with that Lich Bane, they do really hurt. And Diablo, he's got 3 done, so they're looking for this. There is the engage from Ono, though. They're looking to try and get on top of Diablo, but with Kellen, he survives for such a long time, but finally, he's taken down the flash from Raptor, though. No 80 carries left on the Rift, but Vikla is in melee range with Ono and Doran, and it's now Doran's turn to go insane. Still, he's able to get himself out of there. A 1-for-1 as both of the ADs are just gone.
So be in trouble here as Clear gets his Narbar. House won't connect, but TP has to be committed, and Raptor is just soloing this. I think this is just Ocean Soul over to BNK.
Yeah, and Ocean Soul actually kind of insane on a Trundle who just likes to...
For the initial part of this fight.
Yep, and now Keria is dealing with a culling, and that is a back massage that he does not like to see. Another unstoppable force comes down, but where's the follow-up? Faker does find it here, and Diablo is going to get taken out. Doran now going to dive in on top of Raptor, who's looking so difficult to kill, especially with Kellen alongside the flash from Clear, but he doesn't find the Gnar angle, and now a gold card comes in. They're looking to try and stop Doran, and there is the Gnar finally, but it's just not going to do enough, as Kellen cannot keep all of his carries alive, especially with Diablo on the floor. Still, Clear is there. He hits Mini Gnar. He's like, I'm the 80 carry now, and I guess he is.
The wallets are so heavy that these fights that shouldn't be winnable for this comp anymore, or shouldn't be winnable for this comp at this late in the game with this much of a lead, are still kind of playable because Clear, like you said, is a secondary 80 carry threat here. So you can see T1 watch on. No flash for Owner. He has his
ult. All right, Clear's going in. There's the gate. It's now Pays. Oh, he's too far forward. Clear looking for the angle. Look at that Narbar. Still, he has to get ulted by Owner to make sure that they have the peel. And Owner might be a hero. He has saved his 80 carry, but he has to sacrifice himself. That means the jungle is dead, and the Baron should go over to BNK.
Yeah, this was a desperate situation for T1 no matter which way you look at it. They wanted to get in there, look for some sort of engage with BNK. Old BNK probably just holds Baron and tries to fight on the Baron itself.
Roster! Like, it's absolutely absurd. As, yep, the library continues here. As Doran, he's going to get pillared momentarily. Vikla looks to try and find a gold card, but Doran gets himself out of there. He's going to be okay for the moment. Problem is, does not really change the state of this game. This large minion wave. What the heck was that damage?
Pretty unreal.
That's a Lich Bane proc with some Crystalline Overgrowth, I guess.
There's
that tower just dies.
There's no TP for Faker. There's no TP for Doran. There's only one ward they could use to try to flank anyways. They just have to wait this out, but it's 2 more minutes. This should be the beginning of the end, barring a huge mistake. Some miracle flash ult from Owner onto Diablo with follow-up. They're just going to play it slow. They're going to play it safe, and T1 fans pray they make that error.
This is crazy, though, as Keria, he goes in, he gets pillared. There's another Destiny to come forward as Keria looking very worse for where Vikla decides not to gate just yet, finally pulls the trigger as the gold card connects onto Faker. Now Clear finds him with the Gnar. He tries to go between worlds, but unfortunately, he goes to the world that nobody wants to go to with a gray screen. As Owner, he's going to get turned on as well and eaten by Raptor. Is this just the end of the game? Is this just the end of the series? Has BNK done it? It was only 3 best-of-5s between these organizations, and BNK are going to even that scoreline as there's the flash onto the fountain, obviously, there from Diablo and BNK FEARX. They will be going to Hong Kong, and they are going up against Gen G.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.